On behalf of the entire NTSB, I want to just express our sincere condolences to those who were not only affected by losing family members in this accident, but those that were also injured and those that are still missing. It is a tough day for Louisville, for Kentucky. It's a tough day as being a Kentuckian myself. And I know what a great community this is, how impactful those people that suffered and have died are, and we've seen it all day. We know it is tearing at the community, and we're deeply sorry. And we are here to try to find out not only what happened, but why it happened, and more importantly, how do we prevent it from happening again? So here is some factual information we have at this time, and I'm going to read a few notes to make sure we have it exact. The airplane involved was a McDonnell Douglas II, which was then altered to be an MD-11F. The F stands for freighter. It is now handled by the Boeing Corporation. So whenever you hear that Boeing is a party, it is because of the merger with McDonnell Douglas many years ago. The plane was manufactured in 1991 with a tail number of November 259 UP. The plane was traveling from Louisville, Kentucky to Honolulu, Hawaii. There were 3 souls on board the plane. After being cleared for takeoff, a large plume of fire in the area of the left wing occurred during the takeoff roll. The plane lifted off and gained enough altitude to clear the fence at the end of runway 17R. Shortly after clearing that fence, it made impact with structures and the terrain off of the airport property. A post-impact fire ensued, which covers approximately almost a half of a mile. And we have viewed airport CCTV security coverage, which shows the left engine detaching from the wing during the takeoff roll. This and other videos, along with evidence we were finding, are a very valuable asset to our investigators in helping us hone further which areas we were going to be focusing on as we move into further days of the investigation.
Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholoimla, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kahakodash. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth. And just want to say the waters for the H.I.M and Ahwa, fast out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. This is Yah Hanan Nawach. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Got a couple of airplane articles that I want to pull up, but first off, this particular one, happened yesterday, and the death toll has actually rose, which I figured it would. Injured, then rose, and ain't no telling. Some people from the injuries might actually be unalive themselves at some point, but yeah, it's not safe to be flying. Esau's plane system, man, is down. Now, this was a one that was converted into a freighter from 1991. Now, we looking at 1991. Come on, bro. This motherfucker's not even driving 1991 cars right now, man. Let's just be honest here. 1991? God damn. That thing should have been taken off the market, man. But that's Esau. Cheap-ass Esau. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, and they say, Boeing, we ain't going. Boeing's name has been in the news quite a bit as of late, man, with doors and shit coming off mid-flight, windows and shit being sucked out. Motherfuckers is, scared as shit, trying to land a damn plane with a wide open damn air flowing through that bitch. Explosions and shit, planes flying into planes at runways, planes flying into military planes. So Esau's whole shit, man, is caving, man, because ain't no way a plane from 1991 should be on no runways, man. Like, come on now. In the skies, a plane from 1991. I can't see that. The 91? God damn, bro, that shit was like that bitch done been, man, like, I know they keep maintenance on them. You know what I'm saying? But damn, that's like 30, damn near 40 years, bro. I guess they figured they could, transfer, kind of transfer it over from being, just imagine had that still been like a passenger plane. Crazy, bro. But that's the cheapness of Esau. Esau is cheap as hell. But let's get these scriptures. Let me get this one. Well, I was already in this one. I shot this one to the Ock because he had done a lesson on this too. Tobit 13:2. For he doeth scourge. He doeth scourge, and have mercy. He leadeth down to hell and bringeth up again. Neither is there any that can avoid his hand. And that's also going to, Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39 is similar to that. Because you can't get out of the hands of the Lord if he wants your ass out of here. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. See that? So if the Lord got it out for you, you through. You definitely out of here. I'm trying to think. It's one in Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes 8:8. There is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither hath he power in the day of death. And there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. So you can't get out of the hands of the Lord, man, if it's your time to go. And everybody, man's goings of the Lord, according to the scriptures. So everybody was right there, right on time, and right in the positions that they needed to be in to be unalive, man. Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings of the Lord, Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? So man's goings of the Lord. And matter of fact, it's another one. Let's get Job. What is it? Let me see. 33 and 15. It says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose, and hide pride from man. So the Lord, he sets you up in your dreams. He sets your day up. As soon as you fall asleep, you might get to, you get off into that deep enough sleep. The Lord is programming you, man, to get up and do exactly what it is that he wants you to do for that day, man. So all those people, they caught their demise because the Lord wanted them to catch their demise, man. And let's go back to the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. I was kicking it with somebody about this earlier or yesterday or whatever. And they was like, oh, well, that's not Bible. All right, well, you can believe that it's not Bible all you want to, because the so-called white man, the very so-called white people that took the shit out gave you a so-called white man to worship that's not in the damn Bible. But you'll worship white Jesus. He's nowhere in the scriptures. Anyway, Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28, also known as the Book of Sirach in the 1611 King James Bible. And we see these books to be the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire. How did those people go out? Mainly fire. And if they survive hitting the ground or however it may have gone, still fire caught up to their asses. Fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So that ought to be an indicator for the people to reverence Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, but because they have no belief, the scripture talks about a fool. It's a fool that don't believe that there's a God, roughly paraphrasing. Matter of fact, I think that's because you have people that walk the earth, man, they really just believe that they came out of their mama and they gonna die one day, and that's that. They just believe, Big Bang Theory, some shit blew up out of nowhere, and all of a sudden people, monkeys turned into men. This is Esau, this is his shit. But this is Psalms 14 and 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. The fool has said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. they have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. Right? So it takes a fool to say in their heart, there is no power, man, when you see all this stuff around you. All this beauty around you. Even though Esau, he done fucked up the planet, but it's still beautiful, you know what I'm saying, to an extent, you know, or, you know, you can see the works of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. You can see his wondrous works. You know, matter of fact, that was one of those scriptures me and Ak was talking about earlier. One of them I remembered, Romans chapter 1. Let me see. Oh yeah, verse 20. Romans 1 and 20. No, let me start at 19. Because that which may be known of God is manifest unto them. No, let me start at 18. For the wrath of Yahweh is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of God is manifest in them. For God has showed it unto them. How did he show it to them? By his wondrous works that you see around you. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish hearts were darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible men, made like unto Salakia. And let me start that from the top again. And changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. And that's what a lot of people do. But the point that I wanted to make in that was that, you know, hey, you know, you can see the wondrous works of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. People go to the beach, man. How you going to look out there at the beach, all that powerful water splashing up on your goddamn ankles and knees and thighs, and it's got a sand border, it's got a border that it can't go no further. As powerful as that water is, only time that water comes out of there is when the Lord sets it up to come out of there with a hurricane, or something, like a cyclone or something to that extent, monsoons and shit like that. But other than that, the Lord has set a decree, and it can't go no further unless the Lord designs it, or he orders it to come out of that fucking area, to swoosh down on your ass and flood you out. That's just one example. I'm looking at the moon right now. The moon is in the sky, man. That shit is so big tonight. I don't even know. I'm trying to think, was it a special moon at night? Because I'm looking at this boy in the backdrop. This boy is enormous. But anyway, and it's a full boy too. But I had a couple more articles here. I ain't gonna keep this long, but I did want to, let me see here. Let's go back real quick. There's your boy Trump right here. Here goes your boy Trump. The FAA to cut flights by 10% at 40 major airports due to government shutdown. Hey, that's gonna cut all into you people's Thanksgiving and your Christmas and all that shit. It's people, hey, this is disrupting flights all overseas, because it's people that's trying to fly in and out of the country. So it's not just, somebody trying to fly from Atlanta to Boston or some shit. You know what I'm saying? This is going down globally, man. And matter of fact, it's not only is it, it affects every country in the world, basically, because every country in the world, there's an interconnect or connect where somebody is trying to connect one flight to another one. And people, motherfuckers getting stuck, but all that holiday shit, that shit is out of here, man. They definitely about to be on top of that. And then you got this one right here. It was a bomb threat. Bomb threat on plane forces all flights to be shut down at D.C. airport. So what's going on out here? What's going on with this flight, man? What's going on with Esau trying to control the airways? And we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. You never can tell as to why he's doing this, Because Esau be on some shit. You just never know what this man is doing. He could be trying to you know, keep a space open for, you know, all these damn what they calling UFOs being seen. He could be you know, the scriptures talked about how a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, roughly paraphrasing, in 2nd Ezra chapter 15. You know, that's a way that people get back and forth real fast, you know. So who knows what this man is doing? Who knows what he's doing in the backdrop, man? You know, that's just me speaking as a man. You never can tell with this guy, man. You know, a bomb threat on a plane forces all flights to be shut down in D.C. airports. You know, that's going to take a minute. That's going to disrupt and cancel a whole bunch of other flights, man. You know? So Esau's kingdom, his whole shit is breaking down, man. Yeah, this gonna be a these little bullshit holidays with everything that's going on. Hey, all praises to y'all about from outside, man. But cutting into this shit, man. It's a lucky for the wind because I'm outside. I know it's windy as shit right now. I mean, the point is made. That's pretty much about it. Let me get this one before I end out. Another one in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus 25:7, also known as the Book of Sirach, 1611 King James Bible. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy for his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. And this is what we're witnessing, man. You're never in the history of man have you, you know, and matter of fact, these 2 major shutdowns, government shutdowns, have been on Trump watch. Your boy Nero. There ain't been no shutdowns like this, man, on nobody else's watch. Like, the 2 longest shutdowns in American history have been on Donald J. Trump's watch, man. And ain't no telling what these people are doing. There's no telling what they got in the works, man, when they doing shit like this. You know? So, hey, keep your head on a swivel. Walk circumspectly out here, because we're living in some serious times, man. We just, you know, we don't trust Esau. We know that this man is always planning and plotting, you know. So we're just waiting on the next move to just pop out there because it's all prophetic, man. So with that, shalom.